Hello Sagittarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading for the second half of February. I hope you guys are doing well. So it's going to be from the 16th all the way through the 28th. General as always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person. Please do take from this reading what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below. And of course, I will include a link to all of the decks you see here. So let's begin. These are the two that we'll be using for the focus messages this time around. The first deck is by Angelic Revelation 144, the Divine Love Affirmations, Self-Love and Relationships deck, and then we'll grab one from the Whispers of Love deck. All right, guys, so let's begin and see where this goes for the second half of February. And of course, cross watchers are absolutely welcome. Let's grab your first card here. I'm guided to this one. Everything is easier hand in hand with my divine partner. Together we can face anything. I love that. As long as two people are working together on a partnership, regardless of the issues, the problems, the obstacles that you guys face, you guys can work it through. You can make it through. All right, so that's the first card, which is a great message. Let's grab your second focus card. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius for the second half of February. I'm guided to this corner for some reason. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. Absolutely. Actions speak louder than words sometimes. And it does really, next to this card, tell us that as long as the both of you are, first of all, working together, which this card is all about. Together you guys can face anything, but it's not enough to think about it. It's not enough to discuss it. You guys actually have to implement some sort of action into making things work in the partnership. So that's great if communication is going well in this connection, or if that's what's needed. So aside from talking about it, you got to do something about it. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself there. So let's go ahead and grab some additional insight here. I'm guided to pull from the Pining Rose Love Oracle deck by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. What else do we need to know? Actions speak loudly. Everything is easier hand in hand with my divine partner. Together you guys can face anything. And then we've got this drowning card coming through. So what I kind of get from that, I get a few messages. First of all, the phrase drowning our sorrows, typically for me as somebody who tends to drink to numb their feelings. So if that applies to either yourself or the person that you're thinking about, especially when you guys were going through some challenges in the partnership, or if you are in separation, maybe they're just drowning their sorrows so that they don't have to feel the pain. So if that applies to them, if it applies to you, take that. Another interpretation of this is that someone's feeling really overwhelmed, feeling overloaded with the stresses of day-to-day life, and just whatever is happening here between the two of you, adding to that tension and stress, and they're just drowning in all of this heaviness that's piling up on top of them. Okay, so let's see what else. What else, please, for Sagittarius? What is up with cards falling today? 1 second. Celebration. Okay, so this to me represents, of course, happy times that either you guys have shared in the past or happy times ahead, a cause for celebration, an occasion. This could also come through with the energy of the Two of Cups vibe, which is unity, a very special bond and connection that you share with somebody, a special partnership, which certainly is already reflected here. And Cups, of course, is picking up off of water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for some of you guys. We do have unspoken feelings. So talking about communication, I feel that that is key between the two of you. Actions speak loudly, yes. But if there are certain things that you need to talk to each other about and you're not saying it, maybe now is the time to do so. We do have obsession. Either you're obsessed with wanting to fix this or obsessed about some aspect of this person, the connection, or they are obsessed about wanting a reunion, possibly. So it is possible that you guys can work this out and come back together. And this card clearly says, I miss you. You guys are missing each other, remembering the good times that you have shared together, the happy times, and wanting perhaps to have more happy times together. Okay, so let's add to this with some additional guidance from my Silhouettes deck. This is my newest one. So let's add to this, Sagittarius. Let's take a look and see what else needs to come through by way of the messages. And then, of course, we'll add some tarot clarification to this. We do have lucidity. Clarity will come once we open ourselves to the truth of our reality. Sometimes it's painful, sometimes beautiful, but through our own epiphany, the sun can shine again. Absolutely. Okay? And if what it is that you need in your relationship or even in your life personally, Sagittarius, is this clarity to face the truth of really what it is that you're dealing with, whether that has anything to do with a particular person, a situation that's challenging you, because sometimes, as it says, the reality of things is that it's hurtful, it's painful, but sometimes it's a beautiful experience. But if you don't have clarity, you don't recognize it, and it's hard for you to think or see clearly, this could apply to the person that you have in mind as well. Someone needs an awakening, an epiphany here. Could be both of you. Okay. We do have portal. Your love is the doorway to my heart. That is what you represent to this individual. The way you love them. It's strong. It's special. So much so that they want to come back into your life. They want that reunion. Maybe they're not ready to take action, which is why you haven't maybe heard from them or have seen them. But this is certainly what it is that they're thinking about, remembering the good times. They are missing you, wanting a cause for celebration in the future. We do have tranquility here. So this card says, in a world of uncertainty and chaos, you are my peace. If there was something chaotic or traumatic that happened in the partnership, moving forward, especially once you guys are finally able to open up and start talking, because right now we've got all of these unspoken feelings that you guys still need to get off your chest and just start talking things through. That's when things are going to be more peaceful and tranquil. We do have the autumn season. September, October, November. Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and of course Sagittarius. That's a part of your own vibe. Harvest time. So something of significance could happen around your birthday perhaps, or during the autumn or fall season. It's giving us a bit of a time frame here as to when you guys might have this reunion, if indeed you are in separation, or this might be a significant time of year for some of you guys. Which I feel for my Sagittarians, it could be, since that is a part of Sagittarius season as well during autumn season. Someone was busted. It was just a matter of time. So maybe they were doing something that they shouldn't have been doing. And I mean, in a love relationship, our train of thought tends to think, okay, there's infidelity going on here. Are there third parties, or is there deception, lies going on? That could be the case for some of you, but that is not the case for every single person tuning in. So whatever it was that you caught them doing or they were busted for, it might have actually been a blessing, because as it says, it was just a matter of time before this came to light, before the truth came out. And once that truth is out, you have no choice but to kind of deal with it and face the music, which is where clarity and lucidity comes in. Opening up to the reality of a situation which could be painful for some of you. But by dealing with the pain, that's what gets you onto the other side, where you can get past that pain. We have, I miss you falling right next to breakfast in bed. The best way to spend the day after a passionate night of lovemaking. So maybe that is what they're thinking about, and missing that, just being able to wake up next to you. And certainly the sexual connection could have been very passionate. And then we've got climb. The daily grind won't stop until you manifest that dream. So it really comes down to continuing to work at it, whether it applies to your love life or some other aspect of your life, where this might even have something to do with your career goals. The daily grind, that's not going to stop unless you are actually able to, for example, get a particular position like president of the company, or promoted to a particular position that you're really striving for. So career, finances, this might have something to do with other relationships, your family, your friends, and of course your romantic life. It can apply to anything. Okay, so let's add to this and let's see what else needs to come through with some tarot messages here. So someone's obsessed with wanting a reunion here. Could be both of you ultimately. So I'm going to grab some messages from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot with a twist. And if you're not familiar with this one, the twist here is that it includes new Oracle messages as well as new court cards in addition to all of the traditional tarot messages. And it was designed to be very similar to my tarot teacher deck, which is for beginners especially who would like to learn how to read tarot, because most of the cards do have upright and reverse meanings, so there's no second guessing what it means. So it's a great deck to learn how to read tarot for yourselves. All right, let's go ahead, Sagittarius. We do have the Hangman. Okay, so the Hangman is a card of surrendering to certain aspects of our life, letting things go that no longer serve a purpose. So you guys might have had to let each other go at one point in time. But again, that could be a blessing in disguise, because part of detaching forces you to kind of look at your own life and what it is that you need to do, what changes, what metamorphosis do you need to implement in your own life to create change. And hopefully by the time you guys decide to come back into union, you would have worked on yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly, and coming towards each other as two better versions of each other. And that can only help the relationship. And for my feminines, your masculine could be coming towards you as this King of Cups. Okay, water energy. And then we also have the Duke of Fire, which is one of the new court cards in this deck, also representing divine masculine energy. Now this is your own vibe here, Sagittarius, but it could also be Aries and Leo. So if you resonate with the masculine energy of the Duke of Fire, this could be you or a divine masculine fire sign. So both of these cards representing the masculine here in this reading. So the King of Cups, ready to offer that cup of love, very caring individual, very loving, compassionate, emotionally balanced. The Duke of Fire is somebody who's larger than life. They are an action-oriented person. They're very confident in what they do. They are well established. They could be an entrepreneur. This person is a true leader right here, very passionate. Okay, so your masculine, my feminines, could be a combination of both the King of Cups and the Duke of Fire, or these could represent two different people. Okay, and maybe it came down to a particular choice that you needed to make as to who it was that you needed to or wanted to invest your time and energy towards. So who is it really that you are thinking about and missing? Is it this King of Cups? Is it this Duke of Fire? And both of these cards actually represent good people. They have the potential to both be good life partners. It just comes down to who it is that you ultimately decide to be with. And then we've got the Crystal of Earth here. It's time to get your head out of the clouds and focus on what's happening around you. Be careful what you're investing your energies in. Don't chase fool's gold. You're the real deal. What you're looking for is someone who recognizes your worth and the brightness that exudes within you. Don't settle for anything less than what you're worth. So my feminines especially, I kind of feel maybe one of these two people here, one is better suited for you than the other, and it's up to you to decide who it is. Is it the King of Cups? Is it the Duke of Fire? So one of these guys here is offering you fool's gold, and you want to be able to choose the one that's really offering you the real deal, the real kind of love that you are looking for. Interesting. Let's add to this. Let's see what else. We do have Archangel Shamuel. I am the angel of peaceful relationships. I can help bring the right person into your life, your ideal mate. I can help you become closer with your current partner. I can help you heal any conflicts in your relationships, attract new love, and strengthen your existing connections. If you crave intimacy in your life, I can assist with that too. So you're getting the help that you need here. I'm kind of feeling it more so for those who resonate with the feminine energy. Peaceful resolution in your relationships, which makes sense because remember, we have that tranquility card. Okay, in a world of uncertainty and chaos, you are my peace. And whatever that chaos is, for some of you, it could have been an outside influence, it could have been a third party, deception, whatever it is that interjected itself in your relationship and brought you guys in a more chaotic state in your partnership. You've got help coming in from Archangel Shamuel here. All right. And for some of my feminines, you're coming through as the Duchess of Air here. Typically, the Duchess of Air is a divine feminine energy, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So if you're cross-watching for a masculine, for example, that's a Sagittarian, Archangel Shamuel is here to help you through this. Especially if you guys are not together, you're in separation. The Duchess of Air is known to be a faithful spouse, a no-nonsense type person, loving, caring. Okay, so we've got the King of Cups, Duke of Fire, and the Duchess of Air all represented here. We have all of the elements. We've got water, we have fire, we've got earth and air. So whatever your person's sign is, it's reflected here. And then we've got the Ace of Wands. Wands is fire. Sagittarius, this is your own energy. You've got good news coming in for you. You've got a new beginning, not just in your love life, but possibly career as well. There's new opportunities that might present itself to you, perhaps as far as a new job that comes in, a new offer, just allowing you to use your creative juices, perhaps. Just allow those creative juices to flow for you and how this passion is implemented in your personal life as well as your love life. New beginnings coming in. Wow. All right, so let's add to this. Let's see what else needs to come in for you, Sagittarius. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grab some dialogue messages. I'm going to pull some cards from my Thinking Man Oracle deck. This is the Volume 2 version. Angels and spirit guides, please. All right, so what does the masculine want to say to the feminine? I will never love, desire, cherish, or want another. It's always been you. But if there were infidelities here, that could have definitely challenged the partnership and this person's sincerity and commitment. But you guys might have needed to go into separation for this person to realize this. I'll be there. Maybe they weren't there for you before. Okay. I can't do this alone. I need you to help me bring us back together. And it's true. It takes two people. You know, going back to the very first message, everything is easier hand in hand with my divine partner. Together we can face anything. It doesn't just fall on the masculine to fix things. It falls on both. If I had a time machine, I'd go back to make right what went wrong between us. I miss you so much. I kind of feel you both miss each other. I regret not telling you how very much I loved you. Is it too late for me to tell you now? And my feminines, that's totally up to you to answer that question. Is it too late? Has the opportunity passed? Is it a missed opportunity for the masculine? Or are you still open to giving them another chance? Okay, so let's go ahead and find out. Let's grab some cards on behalf of the Divine Feminine here, my Woman's Intuition Oracle. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Sagittarius. What else do we need to know here? From the feminine to the masculine. Look at that. How's life with your karmic partner? Oh, it's bad? Good. So for some of you guys, your masculine moved on, possibly to a karmic partnership. And maybe you guys ran across each other and you're wondering or asking, it's like, how are things? And if they're telling you that it's not working out, maybe a part of you is feeling a little bit happy that things are not going well. Okay, so take that only if it makes sense, of course. But clearly there's a desire for a reunion here. We never had to take it any further than you kissing me deeply, passionately, lovingly. Yeah, lovingly. I can't read today. Deeply, passionately, lovingly. Making love was just an added treat. So those intimate moments surfacing. And you can have that again. Bring peace back into this connection. There's an opportunity for you guys to work this out and have a new beginning. You've got the Ace of Wands. Let's see what else. You were a damn hard lesson to learn. Now, for some of you guys, this could certainly represent, first of all, whatever lessons needed to be learned during this time of separation in order for you guys to come together, having healed from the past and whatever it was that you guys dealt with. For some of you, there was a lesson attached to a person that you might have detached from, and you ended that partnership, you closed the door to that situation, and this reunion might be with somebody that you are ready to invest your time and energy towards. And yet there could certainly be a lesson learned there as well. Okay? This one says, shh, don't say another word. Okay? And maybe it could have also gotten to a point between the two of you where you were just done talking, my feminines. It's like you didn't want to hear it anymore. That's why there are still unspoken feelings. The thing is, the conversation was far from over, but maybe you were kind of done at that point and you didn't want to hear anything else. If there is no tomorrow for you and I, let's not waste our time talking. That kind of goes together with this card right here. Shh, don't say another word. We're done talking. Okay, but there are my feminines here who could certainly relate to this. Only you can mend my broken heart. So the thing is, you might have had a masculine that hurt you, but at the same time, they're the only ones that can fix it. And believe me, they're coming through here wanting to fix it. Okay? If I had a time machine, I'd go back to make right what went wrong between us. I miss you so much. They want to fix it, but they can't do it alone. It takes two people. It takes the both of you working on this together. That's what they're wanting to tell you. Whether they've ever expressed that to you or not, that's what needs to happen in order for this partnership to work. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this with some additional guidance here. I'm going to grab some messages from the Journey of Love, Volume 1 and 2 by Bridget of Divine Essentials. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Sagittarius. All right, what's the message? We've got authentic. Tell me the truth so I can too. Again, it boils down to communication and being open and honest with each other. These unspoken feelings. The conversation is far from over. There's a lot more to talk about. Completion. We will always be one. Okay? You guys do have a very special bond, a special connection. That's why you miss them. You still feel their energy. They want you back, and maybe there's a part of you that wants them back also. You complete each other. Would you say yes? If you did get a proposal of marriage, for example, would you say yes? And they're also coming through with this very insecure energy towards you. Maybe they're not sure if you would say yes. And if it's not marriage, if it's not a proposal, it could simply be something as simple as, can we work on this again? Would you be open to a reunion? What else, please? Let's grab one more. We have Illuminate. You've brightened my path. You represent that brightness, that illumination in their life. You uplift them. You make them happy. That's what's presenting itself here. You're actually someone who's very good for this person. And maybe they didn't fully recognize that when you guys were together. Maybe you guys needed to go your separate ways in order for them to understand that fully. You know? So let's add to this with some additional insight from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Sagittarius, what else do we need to know here? We do have the future. So this is an interesting card because what I do feel for some of you guys, since we have that reunion card, you are in separation from a particular person that has captured your heart. More than likely, you want them back in your life. But at one point in time, maybe you just did not see the hope that you guys could ever work this out, that they could be a part of your future again. But let me read this to you. Take it if it makes sense. The future. I've always pictured you to be a part of mine. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that things could have gone so wrong between us. Our deep bond has been ripped into shreds by deception, third parties, and trust issues. My future, I don't know what it holds, but now I know you won't be a part of it. Okay, so to me, based off of the surrounding cards, this kind of represents either your mentality or theirs when you guys went into separation to begin with. And, you know, our minds tend to really go into a very dark place when we go through very painful things in our relationships. So this could have certainly been what you were thinking. Let's see what else for Sagittarius. We have Kismet, okay? So this card does say you and I were two lost souls destined to meet in this lifetime. It doesn't matter how many wrong turns or choices we've made before we came into each other's lives. All that matters is that in the end, we got it right. We found each other. And if you guys lost your way and had to go your separate ways, I just feel based off of this card that you will find your way back to each other. And lastly, we have reach. What I would give to be able to reach out and touch you again. A tangible piece of you that I had the pleasure of knowing once. I will forever reach out for you, and maybe someday our hands, our hearts will meet again. The interesting reference to this, going back to the very first card, everything is easier hand in hand. But if you guys are not together, you can't do that. You know, obviously you have to be in connection, be face to face, be back in each other's lives to be able to make this work. That is possible with that reunion card. Okay. All right, guys. So let's wrap it up here with some healing messages from your angels. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. All right, let's see what the healing messages are. Look at that. Beautiful manifestation. What are you manifesting? Look at this next card. Your soulmate coming into your life. Being able to manifest a reunion. For some of you, this could even be a new love if that's what you're looking for. And that's the next message. This could actually be a new person for my singles. This could also represent a new door of opportunity, a new chance, another try for you guys to get it right this time. New opportunities, new possibilities, new door to open when it comes to your love connection. So listen to your heart, listen to your gut, listen to that inner voice, listen to your angels, your spirit guides, a higher power, God, whatever your faith is. Sometimes you just need that stillness to have clarity and to figure things out. Okay, remember, you have that lucidity card right here. Clarity will come once we open ourselves to the truth of our reality. Look at these amazing things that want to come in for you that can heal you, because it's going to bless your life with so much love. So many opportunities. Not just in your love life. This is a love and life reading. Manifestation in regard to career opportunities, money matters, your health, your wellness, your vitality, your family, your friends, whatever it is that you are focused on and is of concern to you, Sagittarius, you have the capability to manifest it towards you. When it comes to your love life, that looks pretty amazing as well. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I do hope whatever part of it made sense for you helps you out. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.